Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with his second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Ballage. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
And the big fella stuffed that one up. Has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They'll run here with Ballage. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, Charlie.
From the 44, Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
Get that quarterback at all costs. Hey, Jordan. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Hey, D-line.
3rd and long here for Rosen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Watch out for Hill on the return. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now, these two teams have met a total of 15 times starting back in 1997. Of course, remember, Baltimore was moved from Cleveland by owner Art Modell back in 1996, so they didn't have a team prior to that. But they met in 97, 15 times since then. The most recent meeting was back in 2017, a 40-0 rout by the Ravens over the Dolphins in October of that year. Buying time to his left. It's caught, and there's the first NFL catch for Marquise Brown. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing again on second down. Rosen. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down.
It's second and 8 at the Ravens' 46-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Dolphins nothing.
Kill. Tight dog.
They run it with Balaj. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo. Establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Rosen in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Balaj. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef, they want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rosen flushed out right. That was going to let it go deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And Jennings has it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Gain of 22 yards. Complete to Gary Jennings. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw is Rosen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And they'll lose yardage here, knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Here I come again. Middle. Mike 36. Mike 36. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now Rosen. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Matt Judon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the left hash, this from 39. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Christian Wilkins in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5. Up to the 25-yard line.
Keep playing hard.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. He's going to fire one deep, middle, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown making quite a splash with his second touchdown at his NFL debut as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Here we go. 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Patrick Owasor. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll run it now out of the gun. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. 3rd down now to follow.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up. And we'll break that one soon.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Tackles. No. Off. I got him. Back mine. I got him. One day. That's 36. 36 to Mike. Here we go.
Rosen will throw. Completes it to Jennings. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Let's go! It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Rosen. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Gary Jennings with his first career touchdown in his first career game. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 4. Check.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Watch twins. Check.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Balaj. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Come on, switch it. Check. Crunch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Hey, alert, alert.
And they'll indeed go for it with Rosen. And this is incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage. Down 2 scores. I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play. And they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Being chased out left. Roberts got it. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At the 29-yard line.
Come on, let's go. Check 31, check 31. Hug. Line 36. Alert. All right.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there for the Dolphins. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And now it's Rosen looking. Steps away to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Rosen. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
1st and goal at the 7.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Yeah, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Jackson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Christian Wilkins. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back. Deuce. Jim.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It was a safety, Rashad Jones, that time, who was able to break up the play. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Middle. Baby, that's a baby shot. Check. Out. Hey, quarter. 80. Hey, quarter.
Now Rosen looking to throw. This is Jennings. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a 1st down.
That's good for Dolphins. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Rosen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Brian Burns in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Rosen to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. Rosen. And it's caught by Parker. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. With Devontae Parker, there was quite a bit of chatter in the offseason that the Dolphins might not pick up his 5th-year option, but they did. And one man who's certainly happy with that, quarterback Josh Rosen. It's a guy that Brian Flores, head coach of Miami, wants around and in that locker room. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Monday.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and goal. Rosen. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Check three, check three, check three.
Back to throw. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
36.
They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Now Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove.
He's got a man, complete. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Shift.
To throw is Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
36.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen, and that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
36. Hey, orbit.
Here we go. It's Rosen on 4th down. And Jennings has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Rosen to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tavon Young, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Parker, the intended target. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 61 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Ravens, not much to